Oh, and there's the creeper. Talking about creepers. as we speak, there's one. Oh, this one's full of skeletons. It's okay,
I'm
I've got the
watching
ones.
you.
Oh no, I looked at the Enderman.
Oh, seriously, there's an Enderman too. That is the most efficient mob farm. Congratulations. You gotta go talk to Spanky. That's great.
What, oh, what doesn't help? Oh, oh, sweet, the thorns killed him. Nope, I might die. Yep, I died.
Oh, no.
I'm just over here in the... Okay. What's up, guys? BrownieBits Gaming here, and I'm bringing you a brand new episode in the world of Otium, and joined here by MWallace142.
Hello, BrownieBits. How are you, sir?
I am very good. How are you?
Oh, mate, I am well. Mate, I'm playing Minecraft, mate. Life's pretty good. Life's pretty good indeed.
Yes. So we finally get a chance to collab. We've done kind of some... Well, we have two little houses or builds right next to each other. I stole kind of your design element for some of my generic houses. And,
oh, well, that's okay. I stole CraftingMantis's design for my dogs. I think that's wait. I mean, didn't steal. We drew inspiration. That's
yes.
how you do. Isn't that how you the term you use? We drew inspiration from those builds. So
that is very true. Yes, I can agree with that one. That makes it sound a whole lot better.
It does. Collaborative, creative, ticking all the boxes, mate. Yeah, no,
yeah.
Sounds good.
So what we're going to be doing today is kind of filling out the village a little bit, or the province, excuse me, the province a little bit more. I've laid out some generic house bases here. I think what we're going to do is kind of do some building and some chatting and just have some fun.
Sounds good, mate. Sounds good. Okay, so let me have a look at this one. You've prepared earlier.
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, and the fifth is upside down. Is a stair. Yep. So 4 and a stair. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4 stair. Yep. Cool. So how you been, mate?
Oh, I've been pretty darn good. Just trying to get back into the whole mindset of YouTube. I took a little bit time off because I had done the every day in, I think it was April. And that really hurt me as far as my sleep schedule goes.
Yeah, that's tough. That is tough to do.
But I think I'm to the point where I'm kind of got my mind right and ready to kind of put out as much content as I possibly can. So.
Well, that's good to hear. Well, I have to say, as of the time of this video, you are achingly close to 200 subs, I think. Is that correct?
Yeah, I actually have it pulled up because of a couple little retweets have kind of rocketed me up. I'm just 2 away at the time of this recording, so that's pretty exciting.
Oh, very good. I think Wells Knight was one of them.
Wells was one of them, and you were the other one that was kind of a very noticeable. I really do appreciate that too.
Oh, mate, it's my pleasure. I'm loving what you're doing, and I really always appreciate how much work people put into. Well, I appreciate when people put work into it. I think there's a lot of people out there who will, produce content, but it's, it's for a hobby, and that's fine. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But I've always appreciated when people, clearly put work into it, efforts, your passion into it, and you clearly do that, mate. So, and if the viewers hadn't guessed by now, we're just going to spend this entire time just telling each other how good we are.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mate, so if you're good with that, I'm good with that too. So
I am more than good with that.
Oh, very good.
So we were talking before we invited you. We were Nerd and I were talking. That's who we is. But Nerd and I were talking, and he goes, "What do you think about Wallace joining?" And I was like, "Yes," because I've always kind of outside. I know I've said this to you personally, but I've always kind of admired your work on the old YouTubes. So I was really excited for the opportunity to possibly do some collabing with you as well. So that was definitely something I was looking forward to when we first kind of invited you on the server.
Oh well, I was so excited because I've been obviously following you guys in terms of and girls, I shouldn't say guys, and I've been following you just with regards to what you've been doing with the first province, and I've obviously I only play on SMP servers. I don't play any. I don't play any single player. I play to a little bit of creative, but I've always liked Minecraft as a concept of playing on servers. But I really like the idea of a collaborative server, sort of these joint creative projects, because that's sort of where my passion lies with Minecraft. So it's super exciting to have been invited and now get to sort of participate. Which way did you turn these stairs?
They're facing out.
Yeah,
so,
cool.
Yes.
Okay. Make a few of these. No. So that's that. Well, that's good. Well, anyway, thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate it. I do like I do like where I'm at the moment in terms of the creative content that I'm putting out, and I think the thing for me has always been like I struggle with internet, and that's always hard when you're playing on any sort of server. Internet's important, and unfortunately, I have a pretty good connection with this server, so that's good. But I've had played on other servers in the past where my connection is just terrible, and it does put a dampener on it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you wanna get on, you wanna collaborate with people, you wanna do different things, and you physically just can't get like connected, and anyway, it's all good. So this one seems to be going pretty well so far. So, and I have to say I'm loving this province. Absolutely loving how this is all turning out.
This turned out a lot better than I was expecting. Not that I had low expectations for it, because we have some really amazing builders and some amazing creative minds on the server. But it just there's so many little intricate details that just kind of walking through you don't really catch. You really have to explore it, and I really challenge the viewers to download the world and kind of go through. We've got some really awesome secrets. Like Mantis did a pretty cool little I don't really know, a little garden type deal, I guess you could call it. I don't know. It's a pretty cool build, and it's not actually in the province. It's a little ways away. But yeah, it's just like the little secret details that have been put into the province is really just impressive to me.
Oh, and stuff like that. That's what makes Minecraft building, in my opinion. Like, it's that stuff that, the detailing, like that's what I've been sort of really trying to work on, the last couple of sort of seasons of Biffercraft and on Wells Night, and also just doing like my creative series now. For me, detailing has been what it's all about recently. And, you can see that here, like a lot of the details. I keep going to zoom using C, but I don't have Optifine because we're now in 1.12, which is so we were just commenting before on 1.12, and I was just saying, I'm over it. I'm done. I'm sick of the advancements popping up in the top right hand corner. I'm just
Oh, here it is.
I have to say that is one thing being on a collaborative server that I have to say I'm enjoying. I'm like, I get on and I thought to myself, oh well, I'll go and just grind a few resources, get myself some diamonds ready, get myself some gear so I can start building straight away. And I said, Nerd logs on, said, oh, welcome to the server. I said, he asked, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just doing some mining, getting some resources so I can get a pick, get a diamond pick and start working. He said, oh, please, we've got diamond tools. And then he comes over and he just drops like efficiency 5, unbreaking, mending. I go, oh, okay. So this is the type of server we're talking about. Okay. So like second day I'm building and I love it. Absolutely love it. So
it's definitely something that's, not an expected thing. It's very nice. I very much enjoy it because thankfully we have people on the server that know how to do all those crazy redstone contraptions, and I'm kind of learning from that.
Oh, and the amount of work that's gone into setting up the infrastructure is just fantastic. Like, you just, that's the difference between the, servers, just a single player server versus, something like this. And even just, in a multiplayer server where people aren't necessarily, in this sort of collaborative as we are here, you don't have that infrastructure sitting behind you as much. So this is great. No, the fact that I can come in as a brand new person and can basically get started on a build straight away. That's awesome.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
fantastic.
It's it was fun setting up the server and learning in Enderwood Hollow, but I gotta say, starting this province and not really having to worry about resource grinding. I mean, obviously, because we were using the bricks, we resource grinded. We got a lot of clay. We had to get a lot of clay.
I don't know that word. What word would that be?
I'm just gonna go with grinded and
grinded,
and hope my dad doesn't actually listen to this video because
no, it's all good. Well,
English...
you know the rule. As long as you can find somebody else that agrees with you, it's right.
Yeah.
So
okay,
I agree
there
with
you go.
There you go.
All right, so we're good.
So no, that's like I went out, but if you've got one resource that you need to go grind for, that's very different to everything,
Oh, yeah.
And so I remember I went out and got like 3 or 4 shulker boxes worth of clay, but that was it. Like everything else, like timber's pretty easy to grind, especially when you're building in the materials that are around here. Hardened clay is easy to get. No, it's good. It's made life so much easier. So, okay, so this one's done.
Oh. I'm finishing the interior of this one.
Okay, cool. I'll run over and start looking at the other one. I haven't put in any any windows at this stage, just a door on the side here.
That is perfectly fine. I told you, but we haven't told the viewers, this is a very, very generic house. And the reason I designed it this way is to be able to throw in those random windows, the doors, the different floors even, to really stand out from the rest of the houses that are built like this. And I did that specifically so that we had a very noticeable difference as far as just like the windows and doors setup goes. But it's a very easy house to recreate. So
yeah, and to mass produce, and that's what the fact that we can sort of sit down now and start pumping out all the different sort of the more details of the province as a whole and flesh it out. I love that. That's fantastic. So this is what makes it more than just a collection of builds. This is what makes it a true sort of collaborative sort of province, or a genuine full collaborative build, which is very good. So
yeah, the one thing that I wish we would have done in Enderwood Hollow was put in some more houses. But in the whole grand scheme of things, I think that province is about as full as we could have made it. There's not much more we could put in that to really fill it out, because it's kind of full already.
Yeah, it is. Well, when I went over there, when I first logged on and had a bit of a tour and did my intro videos and be on the server, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's like it feels complete, which is what you want in those sort of things. I think what you don't want is to get to the end of a province or end of a build and just go, look, it just feels empty. Like all the parts are there, but it's lacking a soul. And this place definitely has that soul and that lore and that sort of stuff, that's what you want. You want that depth of interest in these types of builds, and I think that's why like you said earlier, getting for the viewer to get the world download and to go through all the little details, I think is fantastic. There's just so much here to go through, which is just awesome.
I really should have thought of you first, but it just kind of slipped my mind. My job on the server is to kind of go out and look for potential new members and all that kind of stuff. And so I was kind of looking outside of the normal realms, because, we found Protos, and that was a wonderful pickup. Nerd and I were actually talking. We were kind of comparing some people to as if we were Hermitcraft. We were kind of like, well, who would be, in comparison? I would say Protus would probably be our Good Times with Scar. Nerd would probably be our Exuma Void, and then we've got just some people that, like, Kai may even be a false symmetry.
Yes, that's a good comparison. I like that one.
Mantis I could see as a zombie Cleo, in the terms of her liking to build just crazy massive structures.
Yeah,
like
she goes big, doesn't she, with
she
the builds?
does.
Yeah, she doesn't muck around. That's great.
They that Wells Mandala looks fantastic. She's on Stress Monsters Patreon with me, and she's doing a fairly large size build just as a relaxing build. I was just like, that would stress me out.
yeah, I know. Some people are like that though. Like, I have to break my builds up into chunks. Like, even with probably the Biffercraft base that I just finished in the last season of Biffercraft is probably my biggest build that I've done in recently. And even then, it was a castle, but it was broken clearly up into bits. Like, there was the walls and the towers and the buildings inside and the keep. It was all very structured. But some people can just sit down and just work through, okay, today I'm going to work on this wall of my 200 by 200 size building that I'm building and not be fazed by that. And that's just very impressive. I just find that very, very impressive that people can do that sort of thing. But I definitely think, Mantis definitely has that sort of element to her in terms of that structure. So that's good.
Yeah. We were talking, and there's not really, as far as from my eyes, I don't really have a defined skill set per se. I'm kind of me as a human being, I learn very quickly. I adapt very, very quickly. So, doing something like Otium is second nature to me, because I just kind of, oh, well, this is how that's done, so I just kind of mimic that,
Yep.
And that would probably be the biggest skill set that I have. I can mimic just about anything, and maybe not get it perfectly exact to where it looks like they built it, but I can get it pretty darn close. And actually, funny thing is, I built those 4 houses fairly early on, and Knight logged on, and he goes, "Man, Wallace has really been working." I was like, yeah, he has. He goes, "Man, how many houses did he build?" I was like, "Oh, those are mine."
Yeah. Oh no, that was fantastic, and the addition of the chimneys looks really, really good. And but that's sort of part of it, isn't it? It's like that sort of it's that ability to like, one of the things that I tried to do down in the port area and with the police station is that inspiration, as we were talking right at the very beginning, that's very that's a cool part of working on this service. But I have to say, I could have seen myself building those houses. That's pretty much exactly how I would have built it. And mate. So see, it's hard now. See, I can't say, "Oh, mate, those houses look fantastic," because then I'm sort of giving myself a rap too.
Well, that's perfectly fine, because your schoolhouse definitely played a lot into the design of it.
Very good. Okay, well then, congratulations on the houses, mate. Well, they're great. So that's fantastic. So
yes,
I'm going to check a few.
Yeah, there's a lot. I've learned a lot being on this server, both in terms of YouTube and in terms of Minecraft, and also in terms of just about myself. I've learned a lot about my actual capabilities, because I always thought I was just a generic builder. I never really thought, but because of some of the stuff I've actually been able to take from my mind and throw down onto this 3D world we have here, it actually amazes me sometimes what I've actually accomplished. Like that mill in Enderwood Hollow is It's one of my favorite
that's a
builds I've ever
fantastic.
done. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of my favorite builds on the on that particular province. Actually, that mill is just amazing. I love it so much, and but I totally get what you're saying. Like, I like to get to the point. If you can get to the end of a build, like a really big build that you've been part of or that you've done yourself, and at that end of it, you're walking through it, and you've got that feeling like you're still viewing it for the first time, or there's stuff that you've been working on for so long you don't remember like exactly when you did it, or and almost you get those recollection moments. That's cool. That's a cool experience to have, and that's when you've done that, and I think that's what I'm looking forward to in this particular province when it's finished, is that that ability to sit down and go, oh, that's right, that was a cool build, oh, I forgot about that one. But then to have that wrapped around with everybody else's build too, oh,
and
just
see
awesome.
the whole combined thing and see how it grew. And looking back, like I can look back on Enderwood Hollow and remember the mountains that are no longer there because we terraformed that area quite a bit.
Oh, absolutely. No, I totally get where you're coming from there. It's the whole thing. Like I always try and take a screenshot of wherever I'm building at the very beginning, just so I have that point of reference of this is what it was and this is what I have now, and that's cool. Oh, it's so cool. I love it so much.
And in fact, I don't know if the last episode, I really like it.
Yeah.
I really like
Mate,
this.
I'm gonna have to call that done for today for me. It's getting to the point where Daddy needs to go to bed so he can wake up and take care of the kids in the morning.
And it's getting to the point where I have to go to sleep so that I can actually get some sleep before I go back to work. So,
mate, we're just so hardworking.
Yes.
I'm gonna go kill those. We need black dye.
Ah, yes. And the sun is setting down on our little adventure and our little time here. So
brilliant.
I really do appreciate you hanging out with me and helping me with those builds.
Oh, likewise, and thank you so much for having me on the server and being able to participate in this just awesome experience that is the world of Otium in this particular province. And I'm very excited for the next one. Oh, I'm excited. My inspiration has been charged to the max with that one. We're not giving it away yet, are we?
No, it has not officially been announced yet. So we're gonna kind of keep it under lock and key for now.
Oh, peeps, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Yes.
It's good.
Yes.
It's good. So keep an eye and ear out for that, because that is going to be so much fun. So when do we finish off this particular province? I think
it will be let's see, today's the 11th. I think the first episode of the new province is going to be the 7th or the 18th. The first stream is the 17th. So
that's right.
Depending on when this comes out, it's going to be that next Saturday Sunday combo.
Yeah, cool.
So that's a really exciting time.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm going to be overseas for the first for a little bit, and so I'll be back just as that starts to launch, and then so I'll probably do a bit of a run around, have a look, get inspiration type of video, and then I'll be jumping into some builds. But I've already got a few ideas, and there are mobs spawning over there. I think there's a zombie or a baby or something on the on one of the tentacles.
Oh,
that is so cool.
Zoom.
That was so cool.
Zoom.
Oh, I know. I'm frantically smashing my keyboard here. Nothing's happening. Oh,
all right. Well, you can find me on Twitter at BrownieBits450. And then I'm also on Twitch and VidMe.
And you can find me on Twitter, MWallace142, and also obviously on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm just about to be verified on VidMe as well, so that'll be happening very, very shortly. And also I have just started doing a little bit of Twitch streaming, indie games mostly. So yeah, check me out there as well if you get the opportunity. But yeah, thank you again, Brownie. I really appreciate you having me here today.
Hey, thank you. It was fun.
Awesome. Okay, well, I'll see you later.
See ya. Peace out, Girl Scouts.